Hi everybody, my name is Jim with Full Moon Adventure Club, and today we're going to be doing a review and installation of these Herdio 6.5-inch ceiling speakers that were sent to me for free for review. Now I have a friend that has a retail shop in town, and she wanted to upgrade her stereo compared to just the little Google Home that they were using for their audio in the store, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to just throw them up there, install them, and show you guys that process. These come with 4 speakers that are 6.5 inches. They're 150 watts each, so for the 4 kit it's 600 watts peak for their power output, and they do come with a little amplifier that can take a USB, a microphone, a let's see, what else is the other thing there? An input aux jack. Also, they do Bluetooth connectivity, so you can run them off the Google Home that's already there, or an Alexa, or your phone, which is pretty cool. Pretty small in stature, and we're just going to throw all this stuff together and see how it works out. You can also take 2 of these little amplifiers and actually connect them with a TWS feature so they communicate with each other. So you could have one in another room and only send signal to one amplifier, and it would transmit that signal to another. So you could daisy chain them together, which is kind of cool. We're going to basically just unbox them, throw them up there, and then give them a little listen and see what you guys think. Why don't we jump right into it? All right, so opening up the box, we do have our manual right here. Then we're going to have the receiver itself, which you can plug in a microphone, a USB, an aux cord, or connect via Bluetooth. You're going to have the power supply for that receiver, and then the speakers themselves. 4 in total. They all come with the same stuff. You have this little foam ring that reduces vibration. You put that on the back of the speaker before you mount it. They feel pretty sturdy, heavy, well built. They have these really heavy-duty spring-loaded clips, so it makes installation quite simple. They just push into place. And then your speaker wire that they come with, I believe, was around 15 to 20 feet. And you get the same thing with your remaining 3 speakers, so you get 4 in total, all with that stuff. And you also have a little paper template that you can use to cut out the holes for these speakers as well. Now I'm installing these in a drop ceiling, which makes it incredibly simple for installation. I remove the panel, I mark the cross section to get my exact metal, put a screw through the template, match that up to my screw, screwed it in, drew a little circle, and cut it out with an X-Acto knife. You're of course going to have to adjust this method for whatever material you're drilling into, and you're probably going to want to run your speaker wires through first before you use these clips. Point them up to the top and then point it in. But since I'm doing a drop ceiling application, I can put the wires in after I've already attached the speaker, and you just attach the red speaker wire to the red terminal and the black negative speaker wire to the negative terminal, and you're good to go. Then we can put that ceiling panel back up. To run our wires, and there was more than enough wire to cover this area, we just threw them across to each other on ladders, and that's kind of how we got across the drop ceiling. Of course, you're going to have to adjust that with different methods so you can get your wire across, but pretty simple. Now this is a different speaker wire because I had to extend it a little bit, but very simple to connect these to the receiver. It's a small flathead screwdriver. You just stick a little screwdriver in there and tighten them up until they're fixed in place. Now I do wish these were mounted in a different location because these orient the wires up, and I would have preferred them to come out of the bottom or the sides, which would make flush mounting a little more streamlined. So then I'm going to attach it to the wall, and this is after I kind of secured my wires, and you can see what I mean. I kind of wish the wires came out of like maybe the sides a little more instead of the top towards the facing display, but not a huge deal for our application because it's a retail shop, so no big deal. You do have your Bluetooth modes. You can do a USB, an auxiliary cord, a microphone. There are the attachments up there, your power cord, USB, aux, and mic, and then you just connect those. You can also skip songs by using the display itself or use your phone using Bluetooth. Here we're going to go ahead and test this guy out, and we're going to connect it to a Google and go ahead and try that method and see how it sounds. Okay, Google, volume 10. Let's get right in the middle here. That sounds pretty good. I'm having to talk over them pretty loudly. Those are perfect. That sounds really good. Well, there you have it, guys. And these have been installed for about 4 months, using them every single day. I wanted to wait a long time to make this video because anytime I deal with a new company, I want to make sure it lasts and actually works for a while before I post the review video, or until the company gets really cranky that I haven't made a video yet. So these have worked just fine every single day. The amplifier that comes with them is usually at about 40% in the shop, and that's a really good volume, crisp, clear sound, and it works really, really well for application. If you turn it up to 100%, you really have to yell in the store to be able to hear over the speakers, especially with modern music that we listen to in the shop compared to the classical unlicensed music I was allowed to use for that video for YouTube. And it sounds pretty good. Crisp, clear, plenty of bass, good sound, no possibility of blowing the speakers with the included amplifier, which is nice. So you can never break them if, say, the volume was turned up all the way and then you hit play and it was way too loud, might damage the speakers. I would like to point out that the amplifier, you could use any amplifier or receiver that you wish. You would just plug the speaker wires straight into that receiver and you're good to go and off to the races. They also have kits on their website that just sell the speakers without the amplifier. The amplifier itself works just fine. You can skip, play, pause, all that good stuff on it. The only thing that we use it for is connecting through Bluetooth to the Google Home, and that's all we've really used it for. We haven't used the microphone feature or any of that stuff, but it's there if you want it. Link in the description below if you're interested in picking up some of these speakers or a different kit to any of this stuff, and I will update the description if there's ever a problem with these speakers, but so far they seem like they're working quite well, and I am very pleased with the sound quality, ease of installation, the sound, all that stuff for the price point. Pretty sweet. So it might be worth checking out if you're interested. As far as the installation goes, we had a drop ceiling, incredibly easy to do. That took about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to do. If you're putting them in your home and you have a sheetrock ceiling with an accessible attic, very simple installation, no problems at all there. As far as RVs and travel trailers, recreational vehicles, I don't think this is a DIY situation, just because personal experience opening up the ceiling and the walls of a motorhome. It's not easy to get wiring run all through those spaces. There's a lot of barriers, obstacles, and stuff that you would have to overcome in order to run this yourself. You see them a lot pre-installed in motorhomes because they probably ran that wiring before they put all the pieces in place. And so I don't think that would probably be a good DIY for an RVer to attempt, in my own personal experience. But very cool speakers. I've been enjoying them so far. And that about wraps it up. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. That really helps me out. And until the next video, my name is Jim with Full Moon Adventure Club. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and happy camping.